Hi, Ajit. Namaste.
Namaste, Ajit.
So I'm here in Mumbai.
Namaste.
Uh,
Namaste, Ajit.
I'm here with two people. Actually, I must have already interviewed 10 people in the last, I don't know, only few hours that first of all saw the TEDx talk. And I don't know if I properly communicated to you, thank you for the opportunity you gave me to speak on that red carpet at your event or how many lives it's changed. But because I can't be there on the 17th when you're releasing the book, I wanted to just record two stories real quick so you can hear how what you did and inviting me to share the idea that matters is changing people's lives around the world. So first of all, do you want to share a little bit of your story?
What happened was it was midnight and I was really terrified with my mother's condition. She was not keeping well, and allopathic medicine was not helping, and I did not know what to do. And I was just researching, and I was just going through certain things on YouTube, and that's when I came across Clint's video on the TEDx. I thought he was the man who changed, the course of what is happening with my mother and my mother's health. And there's a man behind this man, so thank you, Ajit. That was my introduction to, the Naramjis. It's not only Naramjis, it's about the tech. There is a technique such as that. I only came to know through that video. And it really is helping. That video is still continuing to help a lot of people to understand what it is and come to context with what they can do with it and how they can change their lives. So a big thank you to you for making that happen with Clint, and that is gonna continue to change people's life. And best of luck.
Yeah, and it was so beautiful. He shared how his mom was on this medication, these drugs, for over 15 years. And the side effects were worse than the original problem. It got so bad she wouldn't want to get out of bed. She was sleeping in so much pain, and he said he was afraid that he was going to lose her, that this was going to be the end. That single video gave him so much hope that there were principles and ancient secrets he could apply. At first his mom was hesitant to do anything.
True.
She only did it partially. But even from partially, her blood sugar, which was before so high on so much insulin, just yesterday was measured, and on fasting it was about
it's 96,
96.
And post food it was about 120, 130.
130.
Whereas the previously before food used to remain around 250 to 300, and after food was always around 400, 450. So and this was including her intake of insulin. In spite of that, but
despite taking insulin before food was about 200 something, 240,
more than that,
and then after food was over 400. Yes. After taking insulin, now her insulin levels have dropped
dropped, and she's just taking the herbs, and it is continuing to improve.
Yeah.
So I'm eagerly waiting to come back and do another video with all the facts and figures.
Yeah, and the side effect of the drugs was that her liver was getting busted up. She had no energy, couldn't even walk. Now she's walking around the house, and his dream is that one time she can walk and come to visit Dr. Ram.
True.
Yeah,
yes,
and he came all the way from Bangalore. Bangalore was where he saw the video.
Yeah, I think nothing to add on. He covered it, but it was really no matter what I have done, I think she was going through a lot of things, which probably she was not even able to express. And we were just doing medication, whatever doctor says, and we used to do some research, but we don't know what's happening. But I think now when I spoke to her yesterday, I just asked her for a feedback, as in, what do you think? Is it really working? So she's a very straight woman, and she would not sugarcoat anything, and she just said, yes, it is. And she was very confident, and after a long time, I saw that confidence in her. And that gave me a lot of confidence. So I think, thank you, Ajit, again. Continue to do this good work.
Yeah, so this was Bangalore. Now we're going to go to another story, actually, from originally US, but then her brother-in-law is in Singapore.
Yes.
And they came from Hyderabad. So Reshmi, do you want to share a little bit about your story?
Yeah, Namaste, Ajit. I happened to watch Dr. Clint Rogers' TEDx video.
Your husband sent it.
Yeah, my husband sent it to me early Jan 2019. And I was quite fascinated by that video. I mean, the TEDx talk, just because I was very fascinated by something called Siddha Veda, because I was already hooked on to Ayurveda by then. And I was like, what is Siddha Veda? And I never knew something like Siddha Veda. I'd heard a little bit about it, but I really not had an opportunity to know more about what it is all about. And having seen that TED talk, I was like, wow, this is really nice, neat. And I started following. Thereafter, I went into YouTube and looked up Dr. Pankaj Naram and what he does and his work. And that made me to kind of look at some of the marmas that he shares. And I was just trying to practice that because I also like to do mudras. So, and after that, I actually, my brother-in-law,
Yeah.
my husband's brother, Amar, I had come to India. I'm actually in India right now. So this happened in May of this year, when he was diagnosed with, he had a stomach issue that came up.
Basically, he was going home one day and he had such intense stomach pain. Like on a scale of 0 to 10, he says it was a 20. They rushed him to the emergency room and they found out, kind of like a heart attack is a block in an artery, or there. It was a block in his digestion system and it caused such intense pain. And they recommended the only thing they could do was kind of like similar to a bypass and blood thinners for his entire life. His blood pressure was so high with the nervousness. And she called him and says, listen, please trust this ancient method before you go for surgery and before you put a lifetime of blood thinners in you. And he did it. And his blood pressure, which before was 150 over something, now is normal range without any drugs, any surgery. Not only that, but he's been doing the home remedy.
Yeah.
He came all the way from...
I shared the video by Dr. Mary Ann G.
Yeah.
Where she actually demonstrates how to do it.
Yeah. And then he's doing the home remedy for his digestion and he's feeling better. He's feeling hope. And this is their first time even meeting Dr. Ram.
Yes.
But Ajit, I just want to say that first of all, anything else you want to share?
And I'm very lucky today because I got to meet Dr. Pankaj Naram, I got to meet Dr. Mary Ann G, and I got to meet Dr. Clint Rogers.
Yeah.
So it's just like,
Yeah, well, Ajit, you changed my life and you're changing so many lives around the world. Mine is just one story of over 400 some people that stood on your red carpet and shared an idea that mattered. But because I can't be there, I just want to give my love to you, to Sarah, to Maharani, to everybody, just to know that your life has really, so many blessings are coming to you from so many people around the world that you don't even know. He's nodding his head over here.
Yes, absolutely.
She's nodding her head.
Thank you.
And these are just a sample. There's thousands of people now that I've met who, because of that, are blessing you, knowingly or not even knowing your name, are sending you blessings. That whatever you do in your life, all that good karma, all that good energy is coming to you. So thank you, sending you lots of love. Best success on your book, best success on Second Chances Farms, and on all the good things that you do. Lots of love to you, Ajit. Much love.